and the NC State Wolfpack. Restate the state from Hall again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the youth ready to kick it away first. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Gonna run it. It's Scott. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
To the air, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the move, it's Bray. He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got enough for the first. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Could be an alley. And he got away from the defense and takes it in.
That is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left side. Right down the gut of the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
He was taking there.
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
And that was a stream lead.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Utes decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope.
Don't kick it to me. Do not kick me the ball.
Special teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reach, yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this. There he goes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Right back to the well. Crosses the 40. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Utes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he added the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
To the air, it's Bailey. He fires a bullet to the right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for room. It's Bray.
Serious right now, bro?
Picks up the first down. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Snap it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Back to throw. It's Dampier. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
looking for space to the left. Wide
So
open
that nigga didn't
downfield.
want to go up there and knock him out?
Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. Touchdown, NC State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
He's white, but he's still up there.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Wow, pick it
This
off.
offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. This dude is just a master along the sideline, getting that foot in bounds for the nice gain.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down. And dude chose to run out of bounds.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line.
Scared to death. Running back. Not trying to tackle me.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And that is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now they'll try the right side.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To the air, it's Bailey. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now...
Hold on a minute, the offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback making adjustments. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. On the run, it's Scott. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best.
Damn!
After that big play, defense has it. They're on the move. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Yeah, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
If you're going to defend the slant route, you've got to be physical near the line of scrimmage. You saw that on defense there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Under fire. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now.
He's going for a big play downfield. Catch inside the 25. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Throws for the tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Handoff for Parker. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Brady. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We get things going with the Ball State Cardinals taking on the UL Monroe Warhawks.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Moving away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Utes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Nestles it in at the 35.
Oh, that's a good block,
this guy is
32.
a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Off play action on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Snags it on the right. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. In the red area, it's Bray. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
Using his feet. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
Sorry ass nigga.
He'll be stopped
Fourth down, nigga. Got down to the 1 yard line.
What a play there.
Kept losing yards and threw a pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Yeah, we've been due. But they just trying to
Looks like he's going to bring it out.
Because of their fucking
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
That's been close to tripping for a while.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you.
Pulls in the deep ball. Still on his feet. Running free. Getting his offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Under fire.
We'll take that. You can't throw, bro. You're garbage.
The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Every time the throws over fucking 5-10 yards is an adventure. But I'm sorry, yeah, that's nigga.
Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's a heat. Buried before he could blink.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Right back to him on the ground. Here's a little room there. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. To throw, it's Dampier. Bringing the heat, and they got it.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Complete. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. He wants it all. incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Huh?
Wide receiver going in motion. Might be calling a hot
He's
route.
going to live and die with that running back.
Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the middle.
Oh.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Eventually.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
This one, the next one?
Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down.
Cover in the middle right there.
Looking for room. It's Brake. And he's knocked down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Dampier. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything right now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 down. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be power.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They want that clock to run. Got enough for the 1st. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. They'll give it to him again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The give to the lone running back. And he'll be brought down. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. It'll be 3rd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
And it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Power football with the run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
This nigga, long ass shit.